What's going on, my intergalactic pals? And today, rules questions. Someone has been asking stuff, other people have been asking stuff. I kind of want to answer them, get that information out there, and hopefully help you guys out. As always, if you find these videos useful, please subscribe, please share these with your friends and other people who play the card game, and let's get into it. So the first question someone asked was, is there anything stopping this interaction? They say they want to play from a certain point of view, which is a one cost event. Play a card from your hand, ignore aspect penalties, and then they want to use that to play R2D2. R2, so it says, as a pilot. So they don't want to play it as a unit, they want to play it as a pilot. Can you use from a certain point of view, from a certain point of view to play that as the pilot? Yes, and here's more of the rulings and understanding behind it. It's on R2 itself. Pilots are considered units while not in play. If you play a unit ability, you may only play a pilot as a unit. If you use a play an upgrade ability, you may only play a pilot as an upgrade. If you use a play a card ability, you may do either. So with a certain point of view, it says play a card from your hand. Well, again, the context between that and this ruling is use a play a card. From a certain point of view says play a card. So we can do either one and it would not get that aspect penalty. So you could play R2, the piloting cost for 0 and pay no aspect penalty. Another question is, player 1 plays Galen and named Red 5. Player 2 deploys Luke Leader on Red 5. Does Red 5 get its ability back with the new ability from Luke, or is it still blanked because it was already targeted by Galen and can't get any new abilities? Galen reads 4 blue heroism, 3 power, 5 health. When played, name a card. While this unit's in play, each non-leader card an opponent owns with that name, including those not in play, also lose all abilities and cannot gain new abilities. The Luke pilot leader says attached unit is a leader unit. If it's a fighter, it gains on attack. You may deal 3 damage to a unit. Pilots work as are leaders that can be deployed as pilots. When they are deployed on the vehicle, they become leaders themselves. So Galen no longer works because his clause is each non-leader card, and that Red 5 is now a leader. So it would get all its abilities back on top of the Luke leader's abilities given to it for being a pilot, and any new abilities that would be added in from other card effects. So someone asked, does Kylo Ren We're Not Done Yet ability work with pilots? Kylo Ren We're Not Done, which is the leader. Action, discard a card from your hand. If you discard a upgrade card this way, draw a card. No, because unit with piloting in printed on it is a unit while in hand. I kind of went over this with the R2D2 and those rulings. So if you discard a unit that is a pilot or has the pilot ability, it doesn't count as an upgrade while it's in your hand. It is a unit, so you don't get to draw the card. Someone asked, if I use Saw Gerrera on a unit, can I use Anakin's ability before the unit is defeated by Saw's ability? So Saw Gerrera is the leader. Action, attack with the unit. It gets +2/+0 and gains overwhelm from this attack. After completing this attack, defeat that unit, or defeat it. Anakin Skywalker says, when a friendly unit attack ends, if no other unit have attacked this phase, you may return it to its owner's hand. If you do, heal 2 damage from your base. Because the way Saw's additional rulings are added in, it says, resolve all triggered abilities from the attack before defeating the unit. So the way it is Anakin's ability would go on the stack after the attack ends. That adds a trigger to the layer, and it would return it back to hand. So another one was about Grand Moff Tarkin and pilots. They said if they played the Grand Moff Tarkin Cunning, one costs 6, it's a 2/6. When played, take control of an enemy non-leader vehicle unit. When this unit leaves play, that unit's owner takes control of it. And they're asking if they played the Moff Tarkin stole a vehicle, deployed their leader on that vehicle, and somewhere down the line, Tarkin gets defeated. What happens to the leader? Does it stay on the vehicle and it goes back to them? Do they keep it because the leader's on it now? But realistically, from the rules as they are written and my memory, is that if a leader ever changes board state, meaning that if someone takes control of your leader or you take control of their leader, that leader is automatically defeated. So what would happen is that leader would essentially go to that board state, but then be defeated. So that vehicle would be defeated and the leader would go back to the leader zone. The only one leader that I know that kind of does bypass this is that Poe Dameron leader, which is the I Can Fly Anything, where you pay one action, you flip this leader and attach him as an upgrade to a friendly vehicle unit without pilot on it. And that's because that effect is specifically doesn't make it a leader. It's just an effect. So it can take control that way. I've done it a few times in a few games and people are like, well, it's my leader, it's defeated. Yeah, but you didn't epic action deploy him. You used his effect to put him onto a vehicle, and now he's mine. So as far as that goes, that's the way it does work. Another question is Chimera plus a ready unit with thermal detonator. The when defeated ability that thermal detonator gives to the unit says if this unit was ready, deal 2 damage to each enemy ground unit. My question is, how does that resolve if you choose to use that when defeated with the Chimera from jump to light speed? When played, you may use a when defeated ability on another friendly unit. Thermal detonator says, attached to a non-vehicle unit. Attached unit gains when defeated. This unit, if this unit was ready, deal 2 damage to each enemy ground unit. So yes, you can, because the attached unit gets that when defeated ability attached to it through thermal detonator. So that's all I have for right now. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys are having a fantastic weekend. And as always, please be safe out there in that big galactic world of ours. I'll see you around.